Hi. Sorry I'm late. I didn't get out of work until after 1:30. Usually I get out a little earlier on Thursdays, but not this week. And I'm sorry that there was confusion over the time that the stream was going to start. I seriously thought I had put it on there for 1:30 a.m., but fuck, evidently I can't tell time and it went in there as 1:30 p.m. But obviously you can see I'm here now and it's not 1:30 p.m. So sorry. And if you are missing the stream because of my fuck up again, I doubly apologize because I'm an idiot. I don't know what to say. But I can't wait and do this tomorrow because I have to work earlier tomorrow and I have to work all day and night tomorrow. So it's now or not at all. So I digress. Here I am. Well, I don't digress, but here I am. All right, I have to still get this open here on YouTube and then I'm going to get started. Um, so I understand that there was a stream done today. I sadly only watched sadly only watched a total of like maybe 60 seconds of it when I was on my way to work here and there a little bit. So I didn't even get to see it all. Jesus Christ, this scares the crap out of me. I didn't realize I had it on tab. Oh, you know what? From now on, just for the off chance that you might be doing that again, Steve, I'm going to start the stream going, ah! No. I might. Anyway, oh my God, my fucking shoulder is killing me. I don't know why. I don't know what I've done to my shoulder the past few days, but it's like, I don't know. Where are my drugs? Where are my drugs? Not really drugs. Tylenol, Motrin. Tell you though, days like today, man, I would fucking love to just take a good narcotic pain pill. Just to take a break from fucking feeling old. But sadly, they're not as easy to get as they once were. Maybe not sadly, but either way, they're not. Okay, now we can get started. So I went. Is it? I don't know if anyone watched my live stream I did. I think 2 streams ago. I presented all these receipts and shit for that Kathy P person, and much like I predicted, she's acting like they don't show exactly what they show, but whatever. I don't really care. Everyone else can see them for exactly what they are. If she wants to remain blind or whatever, I mean, it's her bias. She's the one who's got to live with that. I don't really care. But yeah. So, but when I was searching for that, I came across a bunch of other shit. So I thought, well, I should probably share this other shit too. So why the hell not? Anyway, let me get started here. Oh fuck. Day created. So as many of you probably know that we've been under this we've been sharing our thoughts, our I don't know, not intuition, but our suspicions on whether or not Katie and Nonsense had been working together, or just we're talking behind the scenes if any of this was like planned or premeditated or whatnot. And well, I came across some very interesting things I wanted to share. So we're going to start here. Now, when I was reading the DMs last night between Letitia and Katie, something jumped out at me. And that was the discussion of a hospital on lockdown. And let me show you what I mean. So this first screenshot here is from some of the DMs I read last night between Katie Joy and Letitia. And you see here it says July 10th, 2022 at 9:55 p.m. Katie says, hospital on lockdown. Letitia says, yes, I just heard now. No one can see him. So that means he is still there. Yes. I'm not sure where he is. I mean, not good that you can't see him. But Dre is trying to hurt him in the hospital. Huh. That's why they locked it down. I'm guessing. I mean, she spit on him. She was putting things in his mouth, all live. Dang, this is crazy. So after hearing the audio, I think she gave him a ton of kratom. I think he was super out of it. I think he slept in the shed. I think she went out there in the morning and killed him because he wanted to leave to see you. Okay. I'm not dealing with this. Next screenshot says, Vaughn knew she was dangerous and had been trying to leave since spring 2019. I think the police are going to eventually charge her with murder and attempted murder by the time this is all over. Okay. And then she's losing it. What the fuck? I'm so sorry. It's okay. So one more. Yeah, there's one more. Katie then says on July 11th, or no, on July 10th, she said, you confirmed with police? Just want to make sure. So July 11th comes around 8:59 a.m. No, I haven't confirmed. A little while later, good morning. I'm working closely with a few former friends of Dre. They're going through their messages with both Vaughn and Dre to help piece together what happened. I've been slowly releasing the text messages. I also want you to know that both of them are also sending everything to police. Yes, thank you so much for all of your hard work. Did you have any luck with the police body cam? Okay, so right there, this whole information being shared about this hospital being on lockdown or whatever. Well, it was Katie who told Letitia that. Just want to point that out. So then we have here, July 19th. So those screenshots I was just reading, you started on July 10th. So here we have 9 days later. Nonsense on the web says, it's been 8 weeks as of yesterday that Marvon Jackson McRae has laid in a hospital bed in a coma due in an alleged incident that took place on May 23rd, 2022 in Yuma, Arizona. Details of what happened are still limited to the public. According to sources, other channels and pages, speaking to the family, Letitia, Marvon's stepdad and a sibling made the trip from Georgia to Arizona to attempt once again to see Marvon, arriving just yesterday safely after a cross-country trip. At the present time, I am unable to verify the details if Mom, Letitia, was able to secure an attorney to help them with assisting in seeing Marvon. It's been stated that has happened, but confirmation is unavailable. I'm sure other channels will update with information regarding that soon as they are in direct contact. I do anticipate if court filings are made, that details will be very slow to be released to the public due to sensitivity of the case. I'll continue to try to pass on verified updates. As of noon today, there has still been no court filings in, okay, so all right. And then, oh, fuck. So then it says, these were the last texts released, to my knowledge, to the public between Dre and Marvon's bio mom. So she's now releasing Oh, that's right. That's where I was going. This. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Okay, I put all this together earlier this morning before work, and now I forgot what I did. But it's coming back to me now. She's going to show text messages between Letitia and Dre. Okay. She says these were the last texts released, to my knowledge, to the public between Dre and Marvan's bio mom. These were released around the 8th of July. It's been stated in rumors being spread on social media that Dre had a restraining order on the mom at the time. There was no record in Arizona of any such violence. So was this an attempt by Dre to keep distance with the mother, or was it the internet sleuths passing rumors as facts? Letitia, biomom, states they tried to see him once in her response text to Dre. She follows up by saying she would need to make arrangements for travel if Dre would allow that to happen. As of July 18th, there hasn't been an update if she had allowed them to visit Marvan upon their arrival, but if so, I do expect them to keep some details private at this time. The family is raising funds for legal assistance and travel on a GoFundMe account set up for Letitia, biomom, and also numerous other payment apps. Details for donating and group Justice for Vaughn. The last update on GoFundMe was from July 13th. They've only raised a portion of their goal amount as of July 19th. Last night, it was stated on YouTube that lodging has been secured for them for 5 nights at that time. There's also been confusion in relation to the bio father and stepmom. It seems people are confused that it's 2 separate households. I don't think I really needed to read all this. Let me see. Oh yeah, there was this part here down the bottom. Okay. I don't know who released these texts first, but credit to them. So she says that what was it she just said? The first, I just want to get that down. Oh my god, my fucking back. Didn't I just read like so these were released or something around the 8th, she said. July 8th, these had been out 8 weeks. Oh, these were the last texts released to my knowledge to the public between Dre and Marvan's biomom. They were released around the 8th of July. Okay. Oh, we're going to come back to that in a second. So around the 8th of July. There we go. Oh, what the fuck? Did I not fucking save them over here? Oh, I know. No, I know I did though. Either way, I can pull them up. I got them. Oh, no, yeah, they're right here. I didn't even send them over. Okay. Okay. So these are the screenshots in question, and I'm going to show you. See, this is what's fucked up. These screenshots, Letitia shared with Katie, and she asked that Katie not share them. So what does Katie do? Katie goes and puts them all out there and fucking blast. And this is credit to the person who first shared these. Like, credit to that person. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you doing this? Like, why? It's like she was out to sabotage, like, right from the get-go. Yeah, so here's, why did I just not take pictures of screenshots? That's weird. Anyway, so let me share these now. All right, so this is the post from Katie's page from July 19th, or no, from Nonsense's page. It's been 8 weeks as of yesterday that Marvon Jackson McRae has been laid in a hospital bed. Okay. And then it shows here the screenshots. Okay. You see here, it says, "Hi, Drake. Thanks for reaching out to me. Your family safety is very important to me." And that was yesterday, 9:27 p.m. In an effort to reduce the danger you put me and my family in. So obviously the blue text is Letitia and the white text is Dre, which means that these screenshots were taken from Letitia's end of the conversation, to because she's the blue text. And then this is from, okay, no. Okay. So this is from the post. So yesterday, 5:13, in an effort to reduce the danger. Then 9:27. These here, though, no, maybe not. What the hell? Did I not send them? I don't think I did. Okay. These next ones, though, are taken from the conversation between Letitia and Katie. So Katie Joy is using the shit that Letitia sent her for content. And she's outing this conversation that Dre did not want out there. Katie's the one who put it out there. And why? Because Letitia was transparent and shared this with her. So then what? Katie just turns around and decides to fucking put it out there? I mean, who the fuck does that? Anyway. Actually, let me pull it up right straight from the picture. It'll be easier to see. Where are they? Right there. Here we are. Yep. So July 7th is when she shared these with Katie. And then Katie, and I'm going to show you Katie's post in just a minute. Where's Katie? Because what I showed you now was Nonsense's post. But Nonsense got that from Katie. So right here, this is direct from the DM messages. And you can see them right there. And then if I go back one, see right here. And Katie says his wife, Andrea McRae, stated they had a disagreement the day prior or whatever. And but she says, right here. Also, this is another thing too. Katie has stated in a live stream before that she obtained the police report through the police department. And that she even went into this whole story about how it took her only a matter of hours to get it. But Letitia had to go through hell and prove that she was the mother and everything else to get it. When in actuality, no, Letitia's the one who shared the police report with Katie. This is her sharing it with Katie right here, right now. So I'm just wondering why is it that Letitia has been accommodating and been transparent and provided all the things asked of her, and then they just turn around and they just flip the script on her. I mean, it's the craziest fucking shit. Then there is, where's my other folder? Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna go to that back to that one too. Now, what was the nonsense was saying today in the stream? I caught little bits of it. She was talking about Erica Genevieve, right? And she was saying how Erica and Steve were working together, colluding or something. She had no idea who the fuck Erica was before any of that shit. She had nothing to do with Erica. Erica was not. Did not know each other. Whatever. They didn't talk. Whatever. Bullshit. I have screenshots of these two conversing in her comment section on several pages, going back weeks before Katie Joy even mentioned the word McRae, or at least Marvon McRae. Anyways, maybe Steve McRae. So, yeah, it's bullshit. Here's one such screenshot. Also, the VA, when people called before he was moved. See, this is them talking about the situation right in the beginning. Okay, this is Erica commenting on her page, and she's all over the fucking page. She's all over. Here we have July 19th. The person who reported a restraining order was without a crystal ball. No one else heard of a restraining order. The hospital gave Dre time to produce paperwork that claimed power of attorney and claimed no family except her could see Vaughn. When the time frame was up, Dre didn't produce them, so they allowed father to see Vaughn. Nonsense says, do we have that in verification or just what was picked up on from the live where the father is in the background? I'm sure she must have produced the power of attorney, because if she wouldn't have, we wouldn't be here. She's his wife. I'm not so sure that she has to produce power of attorney if she's his fucking wife, right? I mean, that's been their whole argument all along. Well, she's married and they don't have their parents don't have custody of him. Like, who has custody of a fucking adult kid, anyways? But whatever. I digress. Then down here, Erica comments again. Yes, the family have the documentary of the hospital footage of that situation. She still didn't have the power of attorney. She just kept moving him. Okay. Then there's more. Here we're going to talk about the police report real quick. And we're going to talk about Nonsense and Katie not liking the fact that other people were talking about other content creators on Nonsense's page. I broke down the times of these posts. They are within minutes. Like, oh my God. So here we have, on July 7th, Nonsense wrote something. I have to post this to the backup because the main page is still locked up. And I'm still unsure if I get it back, but thankfully things are saved and things are still progressing in Ohio with Heather Renee. I hope everyone is following this case as it's gaining needed traction finally. A few questions I have that I'd love to hear the answers for just after first read. How tall is Vaughn? And how tall was this shed? Considering it's the shed, and she goes on to ask more questions, whatever. And then she shares the police report. Now, I pointed this out once before. I'm going to do it again. Oh, wait. Okay. I guess. You'll notice here, and the police report's shown here on the 7th, there's no without a crystal ball watermark on it. So Nonsense was sharing these from her own methods or whatever of avenues of obtaining it. In fact, I believe it was on the 7th where Katie was just working on receiving the report from Letitia. So next we get in the comment section, yet again, July 8th here. Someone says, I live in a mobile home park in Ohio, and then Nonsense says, I posted the very ones that they have, meaning the sheds. Erica says, they have discovered on YouTube that it's a metal shed. They are going to be going over more on YouTube today. Nonsense says, I posted the exact photos of the shed above. Then that was on the 8th. And then on the 8th, Erica follows back with, if you watched Molly Go Lightly, they are supposed to have more soon. So this post was posted on the 7th. And then in the comment section, there was Molly being pushed all the way up until the 8th. Okay. Oh, did they have a time? Yeah. Notice the time. July 7th, 10:36 p.m. 10:36 p.m. July 7th, 10:46 p.m. 10 minutes later. 10 fucking minutes later. That's it. Nonsense is sharing. Everyone, please go to this page and follow this page. This is an excellent breakdown and of verified information from legit sources. Because someone now there's Erica was commenting about Molly on the 8th, but before then, other people were commenting. That's what they were talking about. They're talking about the information and the footage and everything shared in Molly's stream. And she didn't like that. No one there liked that. And I'm guessing Without a Crystal Ball didn't like it either. So what did they do 10 minutes after that first initial post goes up with the police report? She follows it up with another fucking post of the police report, but this time without a Crystal Ball's watermark on it, urging everyone to go share, to go follow this page, because this is the page that will break down the verified information from legit sources. That was on the 7th, guys. The fucking 7th. The 7th, they already had each other's backs and shit over this. Moving on. This is when Katie posted her police report. Now, remember, I just pointed out how Nonsense posted that at 10:46 p.m. on the 7th. Well, Katie had only had it up since 8:07 p.m. on the 7th. So, I mean, it wasn't even up that long. And there's Nonsense fucking grabbing it up and posting it and pushing Katie in her page. It's the only verified sources of information. Moving on. Anyways, it says, Katie says, exclusively report details surrounding the events that occurred leading up to Dre McRae's husband, Marvin, ending up in a coma. Without a Crystal Ball, requested a copy of the police informational report from Yuma Police and spoke to Von's mother, Letitia Bias, today for over 2 hours. We are releasing the report with the full consent of Letitia, who wants her son's story to be heard. See, now I hear that, and it sounds to me like Without a Crystal Ball requested the copy from the police, and that's where her copy came from. But it didn't. It came from Letitia. So why do you even have to sit there and say we have her full blessing to release this, when she's the one who fucking sent it to you? Like, I mean, I think blessing would be implied at that point, unless it was something was stated otherwise. But she words this and try to make it sound as if the police gave it to her because she's the media. Dre McRae has posted dozens of videos on the topics, which are all viewable on her page. Without a Crystal Ball has not spoken directly to Dre. Has not spoken directly to Dre. That's interesting. I never noticed that before. Letitia Bias tells us that her son Vaughn is the most loving, kind-hearted, and healthiest kid she had out of her 5 children. Vaughn rarely went to the doctor. Okay. Letitia was concerned about her son's relationship with Dre because they met when Vaughn was only 3 years into his career as a Marine. He was still finding himself and learning how to do life on his own. Letitia admits that Vaughn's life wasn't perfect. Oh, now she just says it wasn't perfect. She did make mistakes as a mother, which resulted in a charge for passing a bad check. She completed a short time in jail, never went to prison, short time in jail, and her case was dismissed after paying full restitution. Well, so Katie did her due diligence and found this information then. Why was she trying to spout otherwise? Why was she lying on Letitia? You know? And furthermore, I want to know why Nonsense was fine with this. I mean, surely Nonsense had to know, because Nonsense literally followed Katie's lead on all of this. I mean, it connects, it adds up time-wise. She followed Katie's lead. Okay, go to the next one. So here we're talking more about the police report, or about Vaughn's history, rather. I'm not going to go over all of this because it's not what I want to focus on at the moment. This right here, though, too, In Yuma, he met Dre. Immediately, Letitia had concerns about their relationship. Andrea was 5 years older than Vaughn. She had 2 children and was divorced. Letitia expressed her concerns that her son was moving too fast. She wanted him to take time to enjoy youth, work, and not rush into marriage. What's wrong with that? Because let me tell you something. My fiance. So we've been together since 2007. Okay, long fucking time. And when we met, I think I was like 33, and he's like 6 months older than me. That's it. So we're basically the same age. He has no kids though. And when we met, my 2 youngest kids were like pretty much, I think they were both under 4 at the time. So like he was walking into basically an already made family, and that came with exes, and everything, and little kids and shit. And his parents, stopped him like, think about this, dude. You're taking on a whole family here, And people, I say that to people, and people are like, oh my God, weren't you furious? I'm like, oh my God, no, because I'll tell you right now, if that was my kid, my oldest is 28, and my oldest started dating some chick who, with 3 kids and everything, I would say the same fucking shit to him. Like, yo, you need to think about this, like, for real. No one's going to fault you if you don't want to do it. Maybe not, maybe consider not doing it, whatever. But ultimately, he's going to do whatever he wants to do, and I'm going to love him and support him in it. And that's the thing. When you have concerns for your kid, you tell them, you talk to them. There's nothing wrong with that. His mom wasn't wrong for this. And for anyone to insinuate that she was, well, I'll tell you right now, if they were your little boy, and I don't care how old he was, he'll always be your little boy. If they were your little boy, you would be right there fucking saying the same shit. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, what mother wouldn't? Anyway, that always bothered me when people bitched about that. Once she had the conversation with Vaughn, he cut contact off with her. However, he didn't just cut contact off with her. He cut off everyone in his life, former friends, yada yada. So, okay, we go through. Letitia was excited about the restored relationship. All right, and well, okay. So a representative at Yuma Police Department tells Without a Crystal Ball that the investigation is currently closed. The representative stated that unless new evidence were to materialize, the case will remain closed. We're going to touch on this in a video in a second. Letitia is concerned about the details of her son's last moments. She also learned about his health online. Within 4 days of learning about his condition, Dre took out a restraining order against her, citing fearing for her safety. A review of messages between Dre and Letitia show no threats. Well, that seems like awfully detailed information about this non-existent restraining order, because the only thing I've ever heard anyone ever say about it is like, oh, well, Letitia just said that there's a restraining order, but no one's ever seen her. There really isn't one. But here, Katie is saying, after receiving this or obtaining this police report, she is saying that within 4 days of learning about the condition, Dre took out a restraining order against her, citing fearing for her safety. A review of messages. Okay. The TRO expired on June 30th. So then there was a TRO because you have an expiration date now. Like, shit that doesn't exist doesn't expire, right? Earlier today, Dre sent a text message to Letitia citing or telling her that she can now see her son. But Letitia says that she doesn't know what to do because of the previous TRO. Letitia tells Without a Crystal Ball that Vaughn's father, Marvon Sr., was able to see his son before he was transferred from the VA hospital. Okay, burn marks. Okay, since Vaughn's accident, Letitia says police reported. Okay. Letitia says that Dre was kicked out of 2 hospitals, one for filming at Vaughn's bedside and a hospital in Phoenix for giving Vaughn herbs and unregulated products not approved by staff. And we read the comment or the whole DM between the two of them last night. None of the shit was ever stated. In fact, the only person who said anything about anyone's visitation of being affected was Katie when she said that the hospital was put into lockdown. Which, come to find out, the hospital was put into lockdown because of COVID situations. Nothing else. So, and here she says, here's the full police report. Without a crystal ball, also requested the body cam video, but that is still being processed. And then we have July 7th. So they were talking about Letitia being there or whatever, like talking shit on her or whatever. And someone said, no, she's there. She went there. She went there just within the past few days. She was there. And Katie says, she's not there. She has been there. I was pointing out that she's not sitting doing nothing. Katie's already off the bat on the 7th saying, no, she's not there. She's not there. She's not doing this. She's not. Today. All right, so we're going to go, what's the timestamp? Oh, that's what it was. So July 10th, Katie tells Letitia that the hospital is on lockdown. July 19th, nonsense posts about rumor of the hospital being on lockdown. I want to say that the claim of the hospital or ship being on lockdown, though, is alleged to have come from some live stream with Molly with the cops showed up or something. But I want to look that up again just to be sure. And what is it here? Well, that's what I just put up there, isn't it? No way. Where the hell did all these videos come? Oh my, I gotta go through my shit better. Anyway, I digress. So we're going to watch part of this video here. This video is, I think it's the first video Katie ever did on this. And there's a couple of things I want to play. Where's the, there we go. There's the tab. All right. Report. Okay. This, I didn't even know I had this dream. Because I was looking for a specific part of video and then I just came across this stream. I was like, huh, listen. Oops. We're not going to listen to the whole thing though because it's 3 hours long. But we're going to listen to some points that come up here. And I forgot which one I want to play. Damn it. Going to push report. We'll just play through them.
Report because on May 23rd, a 911 call is made and police arrive at their house and police report with his mom. So this will not be our last conversation on it. I don't want to, will not. So I sat on the phone and read the police report with his mom. So this will not be our last conversation on it. According to the police report, which we'll get to in a minute, there was an event that occurred that resulted in him going unconscious, losing oxygen. And he was actually on life support when she made this video. She had told no one about this, and she was hawking her products, telling people that she could cure them with her herbs. And she explains to her audience in this why. And she's like selling this. She's like completely glammed up. She's not letting anyone know that anything is wrong with Vaughn. It's creepy.
The only reason why we even went this route was because my husband started.
That police report, they say nothing about his neck. Into the police report next. Dre blaming it on the old chiropractor, Dr. Dex, is just to put blame anywhere but within herself. Vaughn's about that, Jessica. The police report made no mention about anything around his neck. Out the police report after Dre refused to answer questions and allow her family to see him. I welcome you with open arms if you can agree to make public statement outlining that we are in communication to arrange visitation and that all the threats and harassments towards me, my children, my family, my friends, and my close associates need to cease. With that being done again, we can move forward into working together. Also, I never obtained any sort of restraining order against you, Letitia. I'm looking forward to your reply.
Now, I'm curious about that. Then what was Katie talking about when she said that it expired on the 30th? What was Katie talking about when she discussed like the reasons or submitted or suggested as to why this TRO or whatever was issued? Like, where is Katie getting her information from? Because I mean, clearly she's not just like simply, I mean, no one's sitting there saying like, oh, well, yeah, sure. I know. I swear I received it. I had it in my hand, like last week or whatever, but it expires the 30th. But really, for real, I swear it's there. And Katie said, what, then going to run with it? No. Katie found something. Katie obtained something. But then I feel like it got squashed or something, or it was realized to be bullshit or something. I feel like this was just like a whole setup right from the get-go, possibly. But anyways, it was report.
Yesterday when she's dragging it out because she knows they can do a full investigation. But there could be an open, the current investigator, dad, at least his mom told me that she's suspicious about why she wants to keep him alive. Because if he is not alive anymore, there could be an open, the current investigation has been closed, but if something is to happen to him and he does pass away, they can reopen the investigation, and they do need a lawyer.
Did you hear what she said? She said that the mom said this to Kate. Like seriously, like we're gonna hear that again.
Mom and dad, at least his mom told me that she's suspicious about why she wants to keep him alive. Because if he is not alive anymore, there could be an open, the current investigation has been closed, but if something is to happen to him and he does pass away, they can reopen the investigation, and they do need a lawyer.
See, because that's not what happened.
Yep. She's dragging it out because she knows they can do a full investigation. So I spoke to the police yesterday when I requested the information from them, and I asked them point blank, like, is the investigation closed? And they said, for now, the investigation is closed. If the situation changes and new evidence becomes available, the case can be reopened at any time. So
And the DMs that
The hospital ethics
that
committee
we
will eventually get.
that I read last night, we read Katie is the one who says all that to Letitia. Letitia doesn't. Letitia just says like, "Oh, really? Oh my God!" Like that's Letitia's entire participation in that discussion is her just like shock and awe, basically, or whatever. It's Katie who's writing that whole narrative. Katie is pushing that whole thing. Katie has got this thing. Like, I mean, we watched her do this with 7M and on the crazy fucking narrative that she concocted against Robert Shin and those involved. She did this with this entire family. She did it with Letitia. She was in Letitia's DMs, in Letitia's ear, in the ear of this mother who's grieving the loss of her son while being attacked viciously online, simply for wanting to see her son. Katie was in her ear, confirming everything that a mother would want to hear in that situation. I mean, because let's think about it. If you have something to hate, if you have something to blame, if you have a reason or a cause, as to why your loved one is where they're at, if you have something to focus on, it gets you through it a little. Not easy, not it's really easier, but it makes going through the motions maybe a little easier, or just because like you have a sense of purpose or something, and that's what Katie was given, Letitia. Only she wasn't doing it to help Letitia or anything. She was doing it because she wanted to blow this fucking story up. She wanted to be the one who brought this story to the mainstream, much like she tried to be for 7M and the Duggars even. She tried really fucking hard.
Involved. So the mom is obviously, Georgia is where he is from. All right, so Dre will not let his parents see her. So Letitia finds out he did miss them. He wanted to see his parents. She finds out of where he is, and so she went down to the hospital. I blurred out where it is. And when she went to the hospital, the guy told her, and she said that his entire demeanor changed. And he would not look at her, would not tell her anything. And she just wanted to know if he was there. And so this is what happened when she called.
Hey Brian, how you doing? My name is Letitia Byers.
Needed or requested. The Vonnie I know did not have personal control over his social media. That was monitored. The Vonnie I know felt used out of his own mouth. The Vonnie I know wanted to see his family request that. So the very last text that he sent to his mom said, "Hey mama, I just want to let you know that I'm thinking of you and I love you." And she said, "I love you more." So that was on May 9th. The last time she spoke to him was a text message. It's my job to do this. So I have requested the body cam footage, Jax. So it's in the process. They are editing it and they are going to mail it out. So I did request that. So the very last text that he sent to his mom said, "Hey mama, I just want to answer questions and allow her family to see him. I welcome you with open arms if you can agree to make public statement outlining that we are in communication to arrange visitation and that all the threats and harassments towards me, my children, my family, my friends, and my close associates need to cease. With that being done again, we can move forward into working together. Also, I never obtained any sort of restraining order against you, Letitia. I'm looking forward to your reply." Yes, she's telling him that he's getting better when he's actually not getting better. And she will only let mom see him if she retracts literally everything that she has said about the situation. So the mother will not be blackmailed, she said, and she's going to work to find an attorney so that she can see her son, because she's not going to retract the factual things that she feels about the situation. And she's not going to stop pursuing an investigation into what happened. I would not. Yeah, Letitia said nothing bad. She has nothing to retract. All Letitia wanted was to see her son. That's it. Yes, she wants her online image to be cleared. And why not just retract and say,
who came out at the end of the street?
People that have said, "Oh, well, his mother didn't raise him, or he didn't want nothing to do with his mom." Y'all don't know. Y'all really don't know. You know what
I don't know what that is.
Mom told me yesterday that she was 16 years old when he was born. She got in trouble. She passed a bad check. She was trying to feed her kids. She, as a part of her conviction, she took a plea deal. She served time in like county jail, and then she had to pay restitution. And then after a certain period of time and everything was paid off, it was dismissed. I looked all of that up. She wasn't lying. She was homeless when she got out of jail. And then
Did you just hear that? Katie just confirmed everything that Letitia said regarding her past and criminal history. Katie said that she looked it all up and she confirmed everything that Letitia said. So then why the fuck is it that not long after this and for months thereafter, both Katie and Nonsense have been fucking putting out all of these falsehoods on this woman? Like, I mean, I'm kind of glad that we revisited some of this. I am, because I don't know, I feel like I'm just like overly tired tonight and I'm missing shit that I had put together and I don't know what the fuck happened, but I'll get it together. Whatever. I'll make a video of it. But I mean, the more I read though, and the more I see, the more it becomes apparent that they were it's like they were doing this with each other. You know, they weren't just two creators that happened to be covering the same story and just kind of came to the same conclusions, like they want people to believe. No, they were doing this with each other. You know, and I don't know, I kind of wonder why that is. Especially after finding showing all the screenshots and shit that I showed yesterday. But there's also something else too I want to show. I showed this once before, but I keep forgetting how fucking amazing that this is. That was shared in me. I just kind of pull it up. Everyone remembers like the Dono Gals, right? Well, did you know that the Dono Gals, or at least Judy anyways, knew Nonsense, and Erica for that matter, before this story? I mean, they were all talking with each other on Nonsense's original page. Like, and I get how it is, like if you have a page and you talk to a lot of people, you don't always remember every person you talk to, and you sure as hell don't remember every conversation you have. I get that. But Nonsense and Erica, they didn't just like pass each other in comments a few times. It was like daily. They were there commenting. They were talking about things, about previous conversations they had with one another. There was a rapport between the two of them. And there had been for some time, because they seemed to know an awful lot about each other. But I mean, here's Nonsense saying, I don't know anything about this crazy bitch. But, and I don't know, maybe she is crazy. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. But the comments that she's left on Nonsense's page are not crazy. In fact, I'm still kind of struggling as to where everyone reaches this conclusion with her, but whatever. I'm not here to argue that. I really don't care. But let me just find this folder. All right, stop it. Stop it. Stop it, kitty. Oh, oh, come on. No, that's not it. Stop. 2022. And it would have been, stop it, June, July. Okay, I just gotta find the folder it's in. Stop it, kitty. Oh. Group. Oh shit, here it is. Okay, I thought that was going to take longer. Yay. Okay, so these are posts, these are screenshots of comments by Judy Beal in the Justice for Vaughn group. Taken back in July. Now, what struck me about this is the attitude, really, because this was on July 25th, I think. Oh, why are you? Don't be clawing at me. Anyways, so all right, so this starts with Letitia saying, "Hello, everyone. I'm going to devote the rest of my day answering any questions or speculations there may be toward myself, my husband, and my children. I cannot answer for the Jacksons, so please be patient, and I will get to every question. Thank you for everything." Yada yada. Judy says, "Do you plan on being transparent about the donations that you're receiving from all of the various platforms? I'm not saying we need to know what hospital Vaughn is at or the attorney's name, but you have received a lot of donations. And it would be nice to know how much has been received, how much more you need, etc. Do you mind showing receipts? You can black out the info. So many want to know the answers to this, but the mods on this page have blocked those who want transparency. I was even blocked when I saw you were going to be online. I guess I don't understand why everything seems to be a secret. I'm asking these questions for all the people who have been blocked for having an opinion that this page doesn't agree with." Brittany Ladd is like, "Nothing is secret." Anyways, nothing is secret. Mrs. Letitia will get to your comment when she can. Please be patient. Judy says, "Oh, no problem. I asked a dang question." No, no problem. I asked a dang question. I don't know. That comes out as funny. Many people with differing opinions have been blocked, so I'm just asking. You don't need to come at me. I'm sorry. I don't think I was coming at you. I only stated nothing is a secret, and Miss Letitia will get your comment when she can. So, yeah, not coming at you. No problem. It just seems so, since this info is only for this page, just kind of strange when it should be public to those who were blocked. The mom posted to this page. I mean, she is welcome to post anywhere she would like, and she knows that. This page is public for everyone to see. Well, I was blocked. Sydney says, "You're clearly not blocked if you're commenting. If you don't want to donate, then don't. We don't need to see where that money goes because the people that donated don't care. This is all for Vaughn to be in good spirits by having his mother there." Judy says, "You're a little late to the party, sweets. I was blocked and an admin unblocked me so I could come on the page. So don't comment on something that you're a couple hours late on." I mean, this whole thing just reads weird, does it not? I mean, especially after you hear her, you read her comments and shit on Katie's page, and she sounded like a very normal, kind of put together person, kind of. But here she is, just clearly unhinged, almost. It's like two different fucking personalities. Wow, who are you that she needs to explain anything? Did you donate? If so, good. If not, mind your business. And that's your opinion. Go to the other pages where people have been blocked from this page because they are asking for transparency. No disrespect at all. And yes, I did donate for her to go see her son. It does not escape me. It will never escape me how all of this was simply over Katie not having people just letting her do whatever the fuck she wanted and say whatever she wanted. These people they had boundaries, and they had the nerve to set forth those boundaries to Katie Joy. And those boundaries interfered with her intentions. And that's their crime. I mean, it's crazy. Why are they fighting about Trump now? I forget. Okay, here we go. This is That's the thing. Seems like you people are donating to look good in the eyes of social media, while most of us are donating out of the goodness of our hearts and don't care at all where the money is spent on. Kathy says, I'm going to respond to you only because you seem confused. I said Letitia Bias said she would answer any questions. I said nothing about anyone donating a thing. I'm reading these backwards, mind you, because, okay. Kathy says to Judy, I'm here. Let me check this out. Oh, sorry. Judy had tagged Kathy. And then Judy, after tagging her and seeing that Kathy appeared, Judy says, have fun, Kathy. Why are you ladies being so rude? Letitia said if anyone has a question, she will answer it. Judy simply asked a question that many other people have been wondering as well. That's what it was. That's what it was in that stream. Oh my God. I caught Katie in a huge lie. And nonsense, I believe. That's right. That's right. Fuck. I knew it was something. No, okay. Here we go. Okay. Let me share that quick. After this, I think I'm gonna wrap it up because it's 3:30. I'm fucking tired. I probably should have just done this stream another time, but I'll get it together. But this right here, though, this is huge. Okay. Now, remind you, this stream here that I'm playing was it was on July 8th. That's when Katie did the stream on YouTube. It was on July 8th. Okay. July 8th, she knew this.
All right, I want to show you. I have videos of her with talking about the kids. So mom has a Cash App that you can donate money to help mom with legal bills. I can put that in the description. If any of you guys have mom's contact, or there's been false GoFundMe's that have been set up, and I don't want to share anything that's not right. But I want to show you some stuff of her talking about.
So as far back as July 7th or July 8th here, she knew that there were false GoFundMe's and shit set up. She knew that. But yet, when this was brought up to everyone's attention, when the whole refund things drama started, everyone was like, "Oh, sure, there's now conveniently these false ones set up. I wonder who created them." When clearly they knew that they existed all along. You know, this is the thing. This is the thing that both of them have said, and then they went and say something different. So they know that they were full of shit. They knew that they were lying. And they're still lying to people. They're still lying to you if you believe them, because they can't show you, they can't prove to you that they're not. I mean, okay, fine. They can't really prove to you that they're not lying or whatever, but they can't give you the proof that they claim that they have, because they don't have it. They never have. In any which way you look at this, these are the two of them, Katie and Nonsense. For whatever reasons, something here about this shit brought these two together somehow. I mean, the stream that they did on Nonsense's channel was only on September 21st. Okay. And that stream is where I got a lot of the fucking information from, to go out and find, and to go out to seek, to go out and present, to show the receipts that I showed the other night. It's from that stream, because they fucking lie throughout so much of that stream. And they sit there and Katie herself gets caught in these lies. And they're manipulating their viewers. And they're manipulating the viewers who care. And I don't understand why they had to ruin or try to destroy this mother, though. This mother who's literally grieving the loss of her son. I don't know why Katie had to ruin this person, because even in the DMs that I read last night, and if you didn't catch it, if you didn't see it, I suggest just listening to them, because especially towards the end in their conversation, Katie tries to like dangle over Letitia's head like information regarding what happened to her son. Like Katie's trying to like keep Letitia on the hook, basically, with information she allegedly obtained that she wants to share with Letitia, but she just can't share it all yet, kind of thing. Who the fuck does that? And she's doing it because she's pissed off that she's not the only one privy to this information that she thinks that Letitia has or is going to share with her. She has to share that shit with Molly, and she's not happy about that, because right off the bat, she wanted to take Molly out of this. Sadly, she ended up succeeding, but I digress. All right, let me check out chat. And then I am going to wrap. I can't keep my eyes open. I'm so tired. I'm so confused there. I don't know who you're talking to. Oh wait, did I miss some shit in comments here? It looks like I might have. Hi, Letitia. Long time no see. I hope all is well, considering. Well, I'm glad you're out of the ICU, Jilby. I'm sorry you were in it. Yo, another question is nonsense into politics. See, that's what's kind of really irked me about some of the subject matter she's been covering lately, because she's been covering like the Tim was a Ballard or whatever, the whole the Sound of Freedom guy. And see, I just see how badly she ran other shit into the ground, and how she used it for her own, personal gain or whatever. She exploited shit. And now here she is coming at this situation, in my opinion, from the right direction. But I feel like if she treats this like anything else she's treated, then she's just going to do it harm. She's going to do like any kind of fight or crusade or whatever against the, these scumbags or whatever. She's going to do it harm, just much like Katie does. This is why I can't watch her shit, because that's going to piss me off just by knowing that she's going to fuck it up. And like, I don't know. Yeah, and Letitia, I gotta say, like, you and I, we haven't talked or whatever. Like, I know we don't know each other, but right off the bat, man, I just kept thinking to myself, even if, and none of this was true, I know this, but for play devil's advocate, even if the things that they were saying about you were in fact true, even if you were someone who's greedy or whatever, or who did some questionable things, for dollars, you know what I mean? Like you fucked people over or whatever. Even if you did do these things, that doesn't take away the fact that you're still a mother whose son is effectively gone. And the years leading up to that, I mean, because I keep thinking, how would I feel in your shoes? Like, I know what I would feel like. I would feel so much regret. I mean, you're going to feel regret no matter what. Let me just make that perfectly clear. I mean, because nothing's ever going to be enough when it comes to the loss of someone you love. So there's always going to be regret. But I can't imagine feeling regret and then having to hear the things that you heard online and having these fucking, who the fuck are these people to even say these things, to judge you, to even try to take away from, not just from you, but to try to take away from Vaughn, because God damn it, your son deserved to be mourned by the people who knew him and loved him. And Dre took that from him. You know, by keeping everyone away and shut out of his last months here. You know, and even in his death, by not allowing that mourning to happen, to not allow people to come together and celebrate his life and mourn his passing together. Who the fuck does that? I mean, just seriously, and then they sit there and say that they're doing this. They're the voice for Vaughn. They care for Vaughn. They didn't fucking know Vaughn. I don't know Vaughn. I didn't know Vaughn. You know, I only have like a small snippet of videos if I wanted to try to get to know him. You know, but I don't think I ever could get to know him. I don't think it would be a fair representation of a person, especially of a person who I think and I feel like oftentimes when he was captured on camera, I feel like he felt like he had to perform, like not so much for the viewers, but more so for Dre. So I'm not sure that these videos are even a really good representation of him anyways, but I could be wrong there. I don't know. But like, they didn't know him. They didn't know the first thing about him. They didn't, sure as hell didn't know the first thing about you, about your family, about anything that you and your son had discussed previously, you know, even shortly before all this happened. They knew nothing. They knew nothing of your lives. But yet they took it upon themselves to just tear it all down. And for why? I mean, think about it. For why? Why the fuck did they do that? Why? They didn't have anything personal against you. I mean, they loved you and everything in the beginning. I mean, Katie even seemed to genuinely care for you. I don't know if she meant it, but, you know, she seemed to have. But then she got mad. So all of this happened. Why? Because she got mad? I don't know. I just can't get over, like, especially that thread on Nonsense's page about the discussion of your financial situation there in the past or whatever. The shit people said to you, like, I don't know how you made it through it, Letitia. I really don't fucking know how you made it through it. You gotta be one hell of a strong lady to still be here right now. I mean, to still, I don't know. You have to be. So, and I'm sorry for everything you went through. And I'm sorry that those who witnessed, and myself included, didn't do more to stand up to it or to stop it or to call it out than any of us did, because you deserved that. Vaughn deserved that. And they sure as fuck deserve to have themselves called out for the shit they were doing. But for what it's worth, this stranger in New York State who knows nothing else about you is pretty impressed at you and the way you handle things and you still being here. So for what it's worth, I don't know. But damn it, Kat, you are driving me nuts. You know that? You are. Hi, kitty. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. It's late. I gotta get to bed, and I thought I had to work a little later tomorrow, but I have to work when I think of 1 or something p.m. Yeah. Hi, kitty. Oh, she's being a sweetheart right now. Of course, I'll go to pet her though, and she'll start attacking my hand again. But and I'm sorry, I know I have other screenshots put together somewhere. I don't know. I thought I had it all ready to go, but I'm wondering maybe some shit's on the laptop and I just didn't transfer it over. I don't know, but I'll get it together because the few things I watched and the receipts and shit I pulled together so far, it's it just shows how much they're still fucking lying. So, but on that note, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks for being here, guys, and have a good night. And I won't be streaming tomorrow. And I probably will Saturday, but it won't be until like Saturday night because I got to work Saturday during the day. So good night and bye.